This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the Aviators of London taking on the Orbits of Houston. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Forward.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Faced with a first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Robinson on the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The 45-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Fights off the defender. And he'll be down at the 46. They go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. So a nice run there. And I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We got a like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Robinson up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
13. You at X.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This one from 46 yards out.
A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. Still going inside the 30. And he takes it all away, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
On the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, The defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. Flush to his right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hornets 3, Aviators 0.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Zay Flowers, 76 yards. And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Quick slant here to Smith. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. An audible here to get a new look. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That one complete down the field to Smith. They have it out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Orbits are once again back in front. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On the double. Lions. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 67 yards. And the Aviators have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Aviators 14, Orbits 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The beautiful fake. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Got no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Jackson now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving them a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing him out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team was built that. They were very confident coming in.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Aviators come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
You are X. You are X.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties. And when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. He's been able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And quickly, they get to the line.
You changed it.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 23-yard run. And the Orbits have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, everything suddenly looks better.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 149 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his... play makes a huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Stroud looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat and is taken down right after. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Stroud to throw it. Is caught. For the moment, it It's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Dixie Maverick.
Now Stroud. Flushed out right. The decision to take and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right pass.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
Ready?
First and 10 at the
11-yard line.
Ready.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the morning.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want to win big.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Report!
Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right now.
Good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit short. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked to turn to the side.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That's definitely what we call our defensive power play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him again?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Orbits have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the Federals tie the game. That pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, Jack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
2 yards. First down, Aviators.
Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 4 down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And a 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now, defensively, they're going to earn their first timeout. Remember, they get extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Aviators get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game.
34, Orbits 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go ahead. Sit up.
Down Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Flush to his right. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, he's got it complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rolling to his left. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they got themselves a lead here late in the ballgame. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. By 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.